Good morning, everyone. Can you hear? So yesterday we started discussing on this Power BI, and like completely theoretical part. Okay, these 2 days we are going to cover the theoretical part. In the next week onwards, we are going to start with the practicals as well. Okay, practicals in the sense we'll get started using this Power BI and the Power Query Editor. What are the best practices and all we are going to discuss. So I'll just try to give a quick recap. Let me navigate. Quick update. So different ways to define Power BI desktop. So I have given the different scenarios. So whatever you feel the comfortability, just try to go with that. Okay, flow. So my suggestion should be like the last slide Power BI desktop. It's a free application. You can install on our home. Okay, we can do that. And what are the activities we can perform means we can connect different data source systems, transform it, and visualize the data. So if you want to give a detailed explanation, connect to the data sets, transform and clean up, and create the visuals or else charts. And collection of visuals, we are going to call it as a creating a report development in Power BI desktop. Okay. Please remember any one of the, easiest definition. And why Power BI only? Why Power BI means I have given different approaches like a 5 different methodologies and also functions which has been come here. Okay, and it has been used by all the industries, not dedicated with one particular industry. It has been used for any type of an industry, any verticals. If you're observing this map, okay. So how it is going to work? So as we already discussed, two environments that we have: Power BI desktop and Power BI services or Power BI online. Okay. Sometimes we'll call it as a Power BI online as well. Power BI services or Power BI online. Power BI desktop. I'll just try to ask you a question as per yesterday's discussion. Is the Power BI services or else a Power BI desktop is free? Free to use. Which one is free? Power BI desktop is free. Power BI services, there is some licensing part. Subscriptions are there. Okay, please remember, you get these questions in interviews prospect. Okay, which one is you are going to use it as a free to use? And in interview session only, this slide is related to interview part. So they will maybe you'll get a questions like what is the difference between an Excel and Power BI? Okay, because most of the features are similar to the Excel, whatever we are going to use it in Power BI. What is the main differences? So please try to remember the Excel. In Excel files also we can prepare the visualizations, we can create the visuals. We have an option there, but it is a cell based. Okay, it's a cells. You can have most of the activities with the copy paste techniques, and we will not get any interactions at Excel level. Okay, the visuals will not get interacted in Excel. But Power BI is a model based tool. Okay, you can create it, you can give the relationships, connections, and all, and the visuals will be interacted with each other. Okay, please remember, try to remember these maybe simple definitions like this, between the differences between Excel and Power BI. And if you want to get it master this Power BI tool, these are the 7 important activities we are going to perform. So 1 to 5 major activities we are going to do in Power BI desktop, and sixth and the seventh activity we are going to perform at Power BI services. Okay. So 1 to 5 activities, we are going to call it as an development environment. Okay. And sixth and seventh activities, which we are performing at the Power BI services administration activities. Okay. So sometimes, right, in some companies, if they have their own administration team, you no need to worry about this distribution and automation. Okay, that means already some team is there. Assume that there is some team. In that kind of a scenario, sixth and the seventh activity, that particular team is going to work accordingly. If there is no team, okay, if there is no administration team to maintain Power BI services, we have to take the ownership. Okay, sixth and seventh activity. So that's why we are going to discuss Power BI services level, most important functionalities too. Understood, everyone? Following, right? Fine. Yesterday, knowledge check also discussed. Let me showcase few more. So here, if you are observing these activities, we are going to perform at Power BI desktop level. Data integration part, data processing is nothing but data cleansing, transformation part, and the data representation. So what is this data integration or else extraction? I will tell you, Josh. Next slide is the difference only. Please wait, okay? So we can try to extract different data sources. Okay, we can try to bring the files, whatever you're having some data in the backend part, we can try to extract it. Integration, we are going to do it in Power BI desktop level. And the data processing is nothing but maybe in my data set, some unwanted or else a redundant or else a duplicate information is there. I'm going to remove it, which is not required for my analysis, which is nothing but data cleanup. Okay, data presentation. The final goal should be something like for us to visualize the data. Okay, we are going to represent, we are going to project the right insights, right visuals. We have to select the right insight and try to showcase that insights to the customer, right? So what the customer is going to do, he is going to take their business relations, whatever the value added that we have provided the insight, they can try to take their decisions accordingly. So these three approaches, data integration, data processing, and data presentation, we are going to perform in Power BI desktop only. Okay, fine. Yesterday I discussed about Gartner's magic quadrant, right? Maybe this one will be help you as a general observation. So why it is, who is the leaders and what are the different tools that are available at market. So this has been released in January 2023. So as I said, right, Gartner is an market, I mean, analysis firm, okay, business analysis firm. So they can try to release each and every year in all segments, not only in BI ecosystem, they can try to release who is the leader as per the market observations and the trend. They will release who is the leader, who is the new players on this market. Is there any challenging players or else maybe the visionary, okay, futuristic prediction visionary tools are there. They will release this magic quadrant. So as you know, Microsoft product, however, Power BI tool has been released in 2015. Okay, 2015 has been released. So within a short period of time, okay, from 2019 to till date, this tool, Microsoft Power BI is the leader. Okay, though it has been released in 2015, from 2019 to till date 2023, this Microsoft Power BI is the leader. So in why it is leader in the sense, as per the organizations and the industries they are trying to use, as per the Google Trends, many scenarios, as per the many features they are trying to release on monthly basis, monthly updates. Okay, so on all these categories, they're projecting this tool as per the usaging part from the industries as a leader. And Tableau is the competitor tool which has been acquired by the Salesforce company. And the click or a click view or as a sense, click sense third tool, if you are observing, that is also a leader. Three tools that are in the leisure quadrant. And Google, previously we will call it as a looker. So which has been acquired by Google now, that is the challenger. Okay. So just try to remember three to four. Okay. Very important tools. Salesforce, I mean Tableau, ClickSense, Google, or else a third spot. Okay. Fine. Coming to the differences, I just to come up with a slide, the competitor tool like a Tableau with Power BI. So try to observe the differences here. Criteria is nothing but a business criteria. So how many number of charts it is, the first column if you are observing, right? How many number of charts it is trying to accommodate. And data source system it gets supported, data cleansing part, and functionalities and functions, and AI in BI, artificial intelligence and business intelligence, dashboard development. So the first column is completely stands for the business criteria. So by assuming, I mean, by taking the references of these business criteria only, we can try to suggest to the organizations which tool is better. So if you're observing the first info, that is the number of charts tab, 24 plus charts, it will be get supported by default. And if you want to make or else get the some new charts or else customized visuals, we have to write some code. So if you are observing this light yellow color is for the limitation and the green color is for the, I mean like advantage. Okay. Power BI, it gets supported by default in Power BI desktop application. 30 plus default charts that it will get supported. And if you want to bring some advanced or else a custom chart, we have an import custom visual option. So we no need to write any code. Once you sign up with your working email ID, we can try to import it, custom visuals. So 250 plus different charts it will be get supported or import. And data source system. So data sources, how many data sources it will be get supported? 77 plus data sources, it's good. And coming to this Power BI, more than 100 plus data sources, we can easily import it. We can get connected and we can import those source systems into your Power BI desktop application. Okay, you don't need to write or else you don't need to get connected with some different or also third party connectors. Okay, data source part. And coming to the data cleansing, there is no inbuilt tool in Tableau. We have to make use of the Tableau preparation. Separate tool is there. Once the Tableau, I mean, data has been prepared in Tableau preparation tool to perform the ETL activities, then you have to bring that prepared data into your Tableau application, Tableau desktop. There is also Tableau desktop is there. But coming to this Power BI, we have an inbuilt Power Query editor. Once you open your Power BI desktop, right, there is an option name called Transform Data, which we are calling it as a Power Query. So inbuilt ETL, extract the data, transform it, that means cleans the data and load it onto the Power BI desktop. We have an inbuilt tool. And coming to the data functions and I mean like business functions, 180 plus functions it will be get supported, and most of the LBD functions are a little bit difficult and trying to understanding part and all. And here Power BI 99 to, I mean like some of the functions you don't need to write any code. With the AI based and also the button click, we can easily get those formulas and functions. Okay. And 800 plus M functions are there. We are not going to discuss 800 plus, but here we are going to discuss the M functions. Okay. The data cleansing part functions, which is important as per the usage. Okay. But 800 plus M functions are there. Mashup functions are there for data cleansing only. And what about the 300 means 300 plus DAX functions? That is for the business purpose, we can make use of it. Okay. It's also intelligence based. Some of the functions are there. Whenever if you are trying to type some function name, automatically it will give some references. Okay. Preferences. I mean like you want to write this code or else this kind of a notification. A based engine has been running. You'll get the I mean suggestions. Okay. So 300 plus DAX functions are there, which we can easily get it. Write the DAX, I mean like measures or runs at calculations accordingly. Then AI in BI scope, artificial intelligence in BI. So limited scope. So in Tableau, so that's why I just provided as a light yellow color. It's having a greater scope. Even for the data visualizations, we have an AI-based tools like Composite Key and Smart Narratives. So we have a greater scope on this AI-based visualizations as well as visual representations. And dashboards are very interactive in Tableau. So we are going to prepare the dashboards in Tableau. But in Power BI, we are not going to prepare the dashboards. You are going to create a reports there. So there is a difference between dashboard and report. Okay, what is the difference? I will tell you later. Okay, dashboards are not interactive in Power BI. That is slight limitation, but we are going to create a reports there in Power BI. Okay. So creativity part, Tableau is having an edge. It's having very good features, and creativity here it is lagging. So that's why monthly basis Power BI team has been releasing some new updates and trying to improvise most of the features as per the creativity and then layout canvassing part. And support wise compared to Power BI, Tableau is having limited support. And coming to this Power BI, we have very good support as per the community. Power BI community is there. Suppose maybe if you're stuck it with some calculation, we can post it. We can post those calculations and with some general example so that we will get a support directly from the Microsoft. That much very good support is there with Microsoft Power BI community. Okay. Even still, sometimes, right, if I stuck at some calculation part or else some implementation, I can try to take one example and then I can post it on the community so that I can get some points as well because I'm giving some, I mean, like, in the community part, I'm providing some information in the community part so that I will get some points and also I will get the solution from the community members as well as Microsoft support team. So we have to follow some guidelines there to get this support. It's a free only. And coming to the storage, unlimited size of data extractions or else data imports we can try to perform in Tableau. And coming to this Power BI, 100 TB of power, 100 TB source system, data source system, files or else tables, information, it will be get supported. Some limitation is there, but 100 TB is more than enough. Okay. If you want to bring last 10 or 15 years of data, it will not consumes more than 25 GB as per the data utilization. So I felt like it is not a limitation. That's why I just provided as a green color for both of it, storage part. And very important, price. 70 US dollars per month if you want to make use of Tableau desktop, and $10 or else 780 rupees per month per user approximately. I'm telling, okay, 10 USD in the sense 780 or else 800 rupees per month per user for the pro license to make use of Power BI desktop. Correct? If you want to make use of Power BI desktop, 10 USD. Is that for $10 for Power BI desktop or else the services? Price. Nice. Price is for in Power BI services only because it's an online services. We have to make use of the Azure data storage generally. So the $10 is for Power BI services utilization. These are the main difference. Maybe in the interviews part, sometimes we'll get the questions. Can you please tell me some differences between some other competitor tools with Power BI? So the time try to remember 4 to 5 differences between Tableau and Power BI, or else maybe ClickSense with Power BI. Because 3 tools that are leader in the market, right? Try to remember with Tableau with Power BI or ClickSense with Power BI. Let me share the ClickSense with Power BI also. Okay, later as a kind of a documentation. But you will not get any questions, the differences between other tools in Power BI in certification level. Okay, in certification, you will not get any questions on this. But interviews part, sometimes the interviewer will ask you the differences between Tableau with Power BI or ClickSense with Power BI. Okay, I hope it is clear. Can I move to the next slide? Fine. So this architecture is very, very simple. Even in the demos part I have given, I have provided this architecture to you. So very simple architecture. Currently, we are sometimes right in the interviews itself, we will get asked, can you please show me the architecture, how it will work? If they're asking about Power BI means try to design this one. If they're asking about your report or else a project architecture, that is completely different. Okay. If they're asking dedicatedly, try to showcase the Power BI architecture. You have to design with some kind of a Power BI desktop kind of a thing, image, and just try to navigate or else arrow mark with the publish, Power BI services and gateway connections. Very simple architecture. Three things that we have to remember here. Power BI desktop, Power BI services, and there is an third party tool. We will call it as a gateway connections for data automation. So what is this Power BI gateway means? For automating the data source system, we are going to utilize one more tool. Okay, that one we are going to call it as an gateway connections. Types are there, two types of gateways are there, standard and personal gateways. We will discuss it later. Okay, but as of now, architecture in the sense Power BI desktop is a static one. Once all our 5 important activities completed, we have to sign up with our user ID, working email ID in Power BI desktop, and then only we can publish onto the cloud. Okay, that is nothing but Power BI services, cloud environment. And after that, after publishing this report, we have to automate it, right? So daily basis, I'm not going to refresh my data in Power BI desktop. I have to automate it. On the next day, the values from the backend database will be get updated, correct? To get it automated, we are going to make use of Power BI gateways. So we are going to configure the data sets or else the source information with these gateway connections only. And then we can schedule it. Okay, for the automation prospect. Very simple architecture. So where you are going to prepare a dashboard means you'll get sometimes this question. Don't say that I'm preparing the dashboards in Power BI desktop. That means you haven't worked in Power BI. So try to convey that. If they are asking a question on desktop dashboards part, I have prepared a dashboard at Power BI services level. In cloud part, in the cloud application, I am preparing the dashboards. Power BI dashboards are this way. Okay, try to communicate it that way. Okay, how you are going to automate the reports or else dashboards means with the help of Power BI gateways only. Okay. So Power BI gateways are data management gateways or third-party software. We will install it some Windows environment and we are going to automate it. We have to configure those data source system so that we can schedule. Understood? Is that clear? So how many source systems you will get connected? So there is, in the real time also, we will try to connect 3 to 4 different data source systems as per the requirement. 3 to 4 different data source systems, like example, Excel file, or else maybe if I'm trying to connect to the Oracle database, I'm going to connect it, or SQL server means I'm going to pull some tables from SQL server, or maybe some other cloud environment, Azure blob storages, or else Azure data lake storages. I'm going to import the source system. 3 to 4 different source systems. In real time also, we are going to pull the information to your Power BI desktop. Okay, is that clear? Any questions? This one we already discussed in the demo session. Any questions? Any questions? Am I muted? No, right? Fine. So to get it download, right? I will share you one more time the link. Try to download it. Keep it somewhere at your end. Okay. Download to to get the software for by desktop. So here, if you're observing the monthly basis, there is some releases last few days back. I mean, day before yesterday, some updates are there. So it has been released now. So we can try to check what are those new preview features and what are the new features it will be get added in Power BI Desktop. Okay. Monthly basis will get the updates. It is not a static software. Okay. Whatever the community part, it has been get voted. The software will be get updated on monthly basis. Except December, remaining months it will be get updated. Sometimes December too, because the December month is most USA related. I mean, holidays are there, right? If they are trying to release, they will release in the first week, or else maybe in the January we are going to get it. Okay, otherwise, remaining all the months, okay, remaining 11 months will get updates on Power BI Desktop. So this must be sure. Please try to remember. Don't download as of now. I can show you the process, okay? Not now. I will show you the process. I can help you to download this MS SQL server. No need to pay any server information or something. We can do that on a free. Okay. So here we have two types of file source system types, that is 64-bit and 32-bit. I hope most of your laptops are 64-bit. Try to use this one. Okay, 64-bit. Okay, as per the system type, your mission or as a configuration type. Very simple approach. See here, types of Power BI tools. So we are already aware of two environments, that is a Power BI desktop and services. Power BI desktop is the primary tool. That's what we are discussing. As a developer, we are going to spend most of our time in Power BI desktop only to extract the data, build the models, and creating the report from scratch. So it's a cost. I mean, cost is free. And coming to this Power BI services or cloud or Power BI online, it's an online software as a services which has been provided by Microsoft. So there we are going to prepare the dashboards and creating some, I mean, functionalities like administration activities, like sharing the report or else collaborating within the organization. So for that, the license, okay, there are three types of license, but here I have mentioned two types only. Pro license cost is $10 per user per month. Premium cost per user, I mean, premium cost is 4,999 per user per month, which is very, very higher as per the capacity usage, as per the dedicated data center they will try to provide for us. Okay, if you are using for the premium. Okay, and Power BI data management gateway, just now we discussed, right? To join the data, or else it is a bridge between your Power BI data in the services part. Okay, whenever if you are trying to connect, or else if you are trying to automate your data source system, Power BI data management gateway is a bridge between the Power BI services and on your data source system, on-premises data source systems like SQL Server, Oracle source system. So as I said, these data management gateways have been installed by your BI administration team. Okay. And there is a last tool, Power BI mobile applications. So to the business user prospect, they can try to, maybe if they're using Apple mobiles, they can try to download it from the iOS. If they're using Android, they can download it from the Play Stores. Okay. And still, if they're using Windows as an OS, they can try to download it too. Okay. To view the why it is requirements, to view the completed report, okay, or else a dashboard. These are the different tools, types of Power BI tools that are available. Maybe if you are getting a question, what are the tools that are available means try to convey Power BI desktop services, Power BI data management gateway, Power BI mobile application. Got it? One user, here I mentioned, right? $10 per users per month. Maybe if they're user per month, sorry. Okay. One user at a time. So these are the licensing part. If you're observing three parts of Power BI services license, Pro, Premium, Premium per user, latest one more license is there within the Premium, right? One more license cost is there, Premium per user and Premium user. So that means four different. So I have to update my slide. So this is the latest one. See here. This is an Indian cost. I just converted into the Indian and then provided the slide here. Power BI Pro license per user 785.30 paisa per month per user, and premium per user license. So here the premium capacity itself, two different ways. Okay, premium per user and premium capacitor for complete organization. So you need to pay for individual user. It's a complete organization part, licensing for complete organization. And there are some advanced features also. As per the cost is very high, 3,92,000. So some more advanced functionalities as per the data center location and all, you will get notified here per premium capacity. Okay. And if you're observing, most of the organizations, they can try to use pro license or premium per user license. Okay, these are the charges. So the main difference is they will try to provide as per the subscriptions. Like maybe my data set size is very high, more than 10 GB. In that kind of a scenario, pro license will not work. We have to navigate and make use of premium per user license. Okay, as per the data sets size is very high. If it is data set size is less than 10 GB, I can go with this pro license itself per user. Understanding, right? Is that clear? So features part is same, but if the data size is getting increased, we cannot make use of this pro license per user. We have to navigate and make use of premium per user license, single user license. And where you can see some advanced functionalities like AI based tools will get incorporated if you are using the premium per user license. And also if the data size is very high and if you are working with big data kind of a setup, it will be helpful if you are using and navigating to the premium per user license. And what about the premium per capacity in the sense, as I said, right, for the larger enterprise building. Okay, if your model, the designing model as a project model is very big, and if you are trying to restrict your data at particular region or as a particular data center, then you can configure or else then you have to purchase the license per premium capacitor. Okay, Power BI premium license, not per user. It's a complete organization's part. Okay. This is also the monthly charges. It is not an yearly or else annual charges. Monthly basis they're charging. So these subscriptions are imported at interviews level. So which license you have been used to build the report development. Try to say either the pro license based on your data sets. If it is 10 GB less than that, I can go with the pro license per user. If I need to build some advanced AI based visuals or some advanced key features, then I can go with the premium per user. And very important, if it is my data set size is very high, more than 10 GB, I can go for the premium per user license. Got it? So just provided here with dollars part, $9.99 and so on. So I hope this one is clear to you. Is that clear? Everyone, important slide. I will share you this slide. You no need to write it down or else something. Whatever the points I'm stretching, right? I mean, as part of the interviews, try to remember that part. That's it. I will share you the slides with you. So these licenses are available at where? In Power BI Desktop or Power BI Services. Licenses, these subscriptions. Just like an utilization, like for Netflix, if you are using that, right? Netflix or else AHA or else maybe these TV subscriptions. How we are going to utilize for one device, this is the charge. If you want to use with two laptops on one device, the charges will be get differ. Like that, the similar way. Like one person, 785 rupees. If you are using the advanced feature and some more, okay, some more less, I mean, EA based, the license per user, it will be differ like 1500 rupees and so on. Okay. Like maybe you can assume that premium per user is for complete family package. Okay. You can see all the, I mean, advanced features. Okay. Auto scaling of your workspaces, workspace in the sense repository. Okay. Licensing part and maybe the confidentiality part, we have more secure on that. Data confidentiality, sensitivity part. Okay, like that. The segregation is something like that. Power BI components. So these components has been included at both at the Power BI desktop level and Power BI services level. Some of the, I mean, some of the components are already repeated if you are observing the Power Query editor and Power BI data management gateway and Power BI services. Some these are the important features which has been highlighted. So see here, 8 important components are there if you want to get start work on this Power BI application, complete application. So the highlighted ones are very, very important. Power Query Editor, which is available at Power BI Desktop for data cleanup activities. If your data is not good, I mean, maybe it is in some, I mean, format is something different, unstructured or semi-structured. I'm going to use Power Query Editor for clean up the data and bring my data in a right shape. Okay. For preparation and for all this part, we are going to make use of M language, mashup language. And Power Pivot, which is nothing but in Power BI desktop itself, I have shown to you there is a model view, model tab, right? If I'm importing multiple tables into my Power BI desktop application, I need to build a model. Okay, without model, we know what are the values we are going to get it in Power BI report level. So Power Pivot, which help you to design the data modeling part. Okay, we will call it as a data model or as model view. Power View is nothing but for visualization area. Okay, the visuals we are going to project data visualizations tool, which it will be get supported more than 250 plus different charts. Now you can tell me in Power BI desktop, Power View or what is another name? Dash. Power View or in Power BI desktop, where you are designing the reports, which what is the tab? Which tab I said? I told you 3 tabs, right? Report view, data view, model view. Power View is nothing but dash. Which view? You have to tell. Already showcased that one in Power BI desktop. Try to remember, please. Power View or where we are designing the reports in Power BI desktop application. Which view? Here on the left hand side, 3 tabs are there, 3 views are there. Where you are designing? In model view, you are designing the reports. Here you are designing the reports or data view or where? So report view. So we will call this as a report view or power view. So data visualizations part, it will be get supported more than 250 plus custom charts. So Power Map, previously this component was there. Now as per the latest update, it has been excluded. Okay, so just try to ignore it. So previously, what is this power map in the sense? I mean, as per the latest updates, right? Monthly basis, they are releasing some new features. So what is this power map in the sense? Assume that you have a data set name called country. Okay, country table. So in that country field is there, city, region, state, these informations are there, some locations, geospatial locations. Previously, whenever if you are trying to drag and drop those fields onto the reporting canvas, automatically a map visual will be get detected. Okay, as per the GA based. Now it has been removed. That key feature has been removed. So we have to select even the user, they are not interested with the map visual, right? Sometimes they want to see in the tabular view or else something, some other chart. So that feature has been removed now. Previously, whenever if you are trying to drag and drop that particular field onto the canvas, a visual, it will be get detected as in dynamically a map chart. Now it has been removed now. So maybe you can, I mean, you don't need to remember this power map. This is last 3 to 4 months back feature it is, component it is. But as per the latest update, this power map has been removed. But it is very nice. Previously, it was very nice. If you're trying to drag and drop that city or else some regional information, the map is a normal global map. You can see that something in the form of a map visualization. Now that feature has been removed. Okay. So power Q and A. So what is this question and answer in the sense? It helps you to assess the natural language. You can write the query. The output will be get reflected in the form of visualization. This feature is still available. It's a very important key feature. So maybe if I'm fail to select some visualization, I can just try to write the query. So I want like example, current sales with the previous sales statistics. The output will be get reflected in the form of visualization. So what is the sales for this country? So I can try to write the question. The output will be represented in the form of visualization. Okay, it will be get detected automatically. So Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, Power Q&A, these components are available at Power BI desktop level. And Power BI services, which you are already aware of it, it's a companion to your Power BI desktop. So whatever you have developed in Power BI desktop, you have to publish onto the services cloud. You are not going to share the Power BI desktop application to the customer. It's not the right approach. The developed PBIX file, you are not going to share it to the customer. You have to give a nice user interface, UI, right? For that, we are going to use the cloud-based, the Power BI services. There you are going to publish those report and you can start sharing this report to the customers. Okay, that's why we are using cloud environment. So data management gateway to join the data in the cloud part. Just now we discussed is one of the two. So if you want to automate your report, we are going to do that. Third party connector also tool that is data management gateways. Got it? And what is the data catalog? Try to ignore it. This feature also removed. So sometimes, right, I have completed my report development, but I want to reuse for new report development, other project reports. So in that kind of a scenario, data catalog option is there. So we can try to reuse the existing queries, reuse the existing data sets for new projects. That feature has been there previously, that has been ignored as of. So try to remember these components, okay? Highlighted ones are very important, excluding power map. Highlighted ones are important. Please try to remember, exclude power map. Is that clear? Everyone? Any questions? I will go slow. If you want me to go slow, please tell me, okay? If you're not understood somewhere, please tell me that part too. So these components are already discussed. Power query, power pivot, power view, which is nothing but report level 3 is 3. In report level, Power BI desktop level, Three tabs only: report view, data view, or model view. Model view is nothing but Power Pivot. Power view is nothing but report tab only. Report view or report tab. Okay, try to remember this. Power Query is an inbuilt. So in the transform data, we have an inbuilt layer, Power Query editor. Okay. Gateway is helping, as I said, for data automation, not for publishing the report, for automating the data. Like example, as I said, right, I have published my report, and the next day, I mean, you have completed the report development in Power BI desktop, you publish it to cloud, correct? Next day again, the data is getting updated. Backend source system is updated. Some files has been updated. You don't want to refresh the report in Power BI desktop. You have to refresh the report in. Now the report is available in the cloud. So for this automation, you are going to make use of data management gateway. Okay. We have to configure it. It's not an automated. We have to download this tool, this particular software. We have to configure the data sources, and then it is automated. Got it? Fine. There are some blocks, building blocks of Power BI, so which is very easy. You no need to worry about it. So these blocks, building blocks of Power BI services available at Power BI services level, not at Power BI desktop. So whatever you are publishing this report into the cloud, so it has been allocated or else arranged in the form of blocks. You are publishing the report from Power BI desktop to the services, right? So how it will be configured, how it will be get arranged. It will be arranged in the form of a blocks. So visualization is one of the block. Whatever with the connected data, you are trying to prepare visuals. Now I have a question. Without data set, can I prepare a visualization? Can someone please respond? Without any data set or else a data, can you prepare a visual? Can I get the visual? No, right? So there is some interlink between one block to the another block. Please observe here. Visualization, a visual representation of your connected data set, right? So whatever you are building in Power BI desktop, there is a visualization layer. It has been incorporated with connected data. So then what is a data set then? Collection of information or as a collection of data in Power BI, that one we are going to call it as a data set. Okay, to create the visualization, we need it. A data set collection of information is needed with some rows and some columns. So the collection of visuals or a collection of charts, we are going to call it as a report development. That one you are going to prepare in one page or multiple pages. Okay, maybe I'm going to prepare a report in one single page or multiple pages. So see here, in Power BI desktop, you are going to prepare a report, right? In one page or maybe multiple pages level, I can create a report too. So after creating the report, I can publish into the services. Okay. So report is also an one of the block. Okay. See this? Collection of visuals from a data set spanning or else creating on one or more than one page. And then what is a dashboard? If you're observing a single page development, okay, a one page collection of visuals, we are going to call it as a, from a report, we are going to call it as a dashboard. So from the report only, you are going to prepare a dashboard. Once the report development has been done, then you can start creating the dashboard. Okay. So each and every tile or else each and every visual, we are going to call it as a tiles here. Okay, each and every visual or chart, we are going to call it as a tiles in Power BI dashboard or report. Let me give you an explanation here. Assume that this is one visual. Maybe this is the tree chart, tree map. Units sold by country. So I'm trying to project how many number of units sold for each and every country. Is one of the visual I have been selected from the Power BI desktop and I have published it. So it's a complete visualization. So with backend data, I'm trying to create this visualization. So what about the data set then? See here. See here. Backend, there is some information is available. Example, segment, country, some Excel file is there. Segment, country, product, discount band, units sold. Just now I have showcased, right? Units sold by country. So based on the connected data set, available information, I can try to prepare this visual. So without this data set, I cannot prepare visualization. So like this visual, if I'm creating multiple charts, see here, multiple charts or else multiple diagrams or else multiple insights, then I'm going to call it as an report development. So four charts are there, four different chart, pie chart, tree map and clustered column chart and a map visual. So these four charts which I'm creating in one page or multiple pages, that one I'm going to call it as a report development. Okay. So in one page or multiple pages, if I'm preparing, then I'm going to call it as a report development. Then what about the dashboard? Assume that these four important charts I'm trying to prepare in one single page, one page only from the report. Then I'm going to call it as a dashboard. So assume that these four are very important for my end user. No other page developments. I'm not considering any other page development. Then I'm going to call it as a dashboard development. So I'm going to prepare a dashboard here in one single page to tell the story to my customer. Like these are the very important visuals which you have to keep in mind to take your business decisions. Okay. Now, then what about the time? Each and every visual, single visualizations, we are going to call it as a tiles here. Okay, either in the report or dashboard. So now you can tell me how many tiles are there? How many tiles are there? You can tell me. Count it. So you'll get these questions in, I mean, simple to the advanced. Okay, tiles. What is a tile? Tile is nothing but single visualization. So in the interviews part, they will try to give something like this. Okay, sometimes. Try to build the tiles in the sense tiles is nothing but visualization, single visual, we are going to call it as a tiles. Okay, four tiles that are available. No, four only, right, Srinivas? Here four tiles only, right? Where is five? I'm not able to see five. This is one chart, tree, this is pie chart, tree map, clustered column chart, map visualization. Four. Okay. So maybe uh, the backend software has been used for creating the visual is D3JS. Okay, backend software. How these images or else the charts are getting created means backend software for this Power BI is D3JS and Node.js software. Just maybe the general knowledge. Okay, it's not for any certification level. What is the software behind this creating the visualization? If you are very good in that writing D3JS code or else a Node.js, you are very good to create the visualizations too. Okay, the backend software for this visual is D3JS software and Node.js. So just now we discussed about the knowledge blockings, the blocks that are available in Power BI services. The software behind this Power BI is D3JS and Node.js, and components. Just now we discussed eight important components are there. Power BI desktop, we already discussed about it. Okay. You want me to stop or else is that good to go? I will share you the slides with you. If you want me to stop, I will stop or else maybe we'll continue for some more time. In the chat box, Please, please convey the same. Is that okay? Stop. Huh? Okay. Everyone agree? Is that fine? I will share you this PPT presentation up to this 35. Okay, from last slide to this, I'm going to share it with you. Please go through it. Let me know if any queries or else any concerns. Okay, I'm stopping up to this part. Tomorrow we will continue. Few more topics are there that we need to discuss, and then we will get started with some data extraction. Slowly we'll get started with the extraction and data preparation and report development. Okay, I'm just stopping up to this part. Maybe it will be loaded. Any queries? Any queries? I hope everyone receiving the documents, right? Anybody missed? Documents. I mean, session one document has been shared yesterday. If anybody missed, let me know. Imran, maybe you have to check with our admin team, Naresh IT Sham. He's the administrator. You can check with him. If you enroll for the recordings, you can receive it. Okay, good. Fine. I'm stopping my screen sharing. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. We'll connect tomorrow. I will share it, Gaurav, document. Okay. Thank you.